Word of Phandalin, now live on Trovo.
Yeah.
Twitch. I have no idea how long the
Weird, I don't see the tweet.
works.
Well, good news is I did cast
There it is.
Mage Armor this morning. Yeah, Leif casts it every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah, that's been a thing in the campaign. So I at least have 16 AC instead of 12. Good times.
Seems like a good time to cast a late special charm spell.
Oh, I don't have that spell anymore.
I know, I was talking about your charisma roll.
Oh yeah, it's just +5. We're good. Boop, boop, boop.
Just make yourself sound like Magooblier. You'll be fine.
Good times.
Mr. Magoobles.
Mr. McGoobles.
I am the Magoobles.
That went from playing a god to becoming one.
Right? Foreshadowing at the best.
The foreshadowing was unintentionally strong.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple pop-out chatty chats. So
Yeah,
I have
apostrophe
those.
travelers.
Oh, I should probably turn on the extension.
Probably a
Ooh,
good
that's a
idea.
good call. That would be the one thing that I didn't check that probably is still on the other thing.
It is. Was last week too.
Fiddlesticks! I thought I switched it
Ah.
last week.
We didn't
Never
play last
changed on
week.
My screen. Or the last time we played, you know what I mean. Whatever week that was, 3
Test
months
roll.
ago.
Who knows? I can't keep track anymore.
Yep,
I'm
test roll
just
worked.
glad I have power today.
Yeah, I'm happy you have power. I'm happy one of my kids didn't throw up. I'm happy, although my dog did throw up, so there's that.
We're happy Corrupt's internet's working.
Corrupt's internet's working.
We weren't going to talk about it again. Now it's going to rebel.
It's working for now.
Mhm. It was out
We
for like
love you,
3 hours
Internet.
earlier.
We love you, internet.
Never leave us.
All right.
Hey, look at that. You made it before 11 o'clock.
Hallelujah.
I mean,
We are live on all the places. The tweet is out. And we're all here in the right windows. How
Yep.
about that? My freaking goodness.
You'll be doing it.
It's a thing.
I can frame my stuff a little better.
It's a thing. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a little teary. I've had to say goodbye to 2 players in the past couple weeks, and it's emotional. It's emotional.
They'll be fine.
I know
No
it'll be fine,
spoilers.
but it's still.
I'll be back.
Spoiler
With how
alert.
often we've delayed, honestly,
Probably only gonna miss 2 sessions.
with all of the ways. Yeah.
I mean, hey, do you just want to take a break from now for the next couple weeks till you're ready to...
Do we want to take a
No. Let's get this
The
done.
way that it was communicated to me was that it may not necessarily be just a 2 or month break.
It's possible. We'll figure it out.
Better be. I'll find you.
All right.
Oh, I know. It's not very hard to find me. We're on the same Minecraft server.
Playing the Crafty Minds.
Mhm.
All right.
For how long?
My goodness. Gracious me, oh my. All right.
I kinda need a haircut.
So do I.
I literally have a ponytail right now. See?
You have a ponytail?
Ponytail.
Can't relate.
Oh, that's right. You told me you had a ponytail.
Yeah, he,
Well,
he just
not
turned his
not
head
right-
and showed it.
Yeah, see? There it is. Not right now, though. Like, I actually don't actually have it tied back. But
You guys are cute. You guys are
Thanks.
very cute.
Let's gauge
I try.
something.
yeah, that's all I do.
All right. I'm going to minimize all this other junk. Okay.
Does that mean that you're asking me to prom?
No.
Pardon?
You said I was cute. I thought you were asking me to prom, too.
I mean, it could be. Hey there, Rabbit. How are you?
It's so rabbit.
It's a wedding.
I'm just saying, I really like to dance. You just got to get me a couple of drinks first.
Hi, Rabbit.
A little tequila.
Now, I don't do the tequila. That causes problems. I'll get arrested.
We're doing good. We're doing good. We got some interesting things that are going to be happening tonight, and this is going to be the last we see of Gage for a little bit. Gage taking a little break.
I mean, I'm so sad.
Leif is going to the big tea shop in the sky. I mean, you don't know. Could be.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded like he was stuck in the Underdark, so you might not be that fortunate.
Right now, he's in the Underdark with a big, giant manifestation of Lolth slowly crawling towards him. So there's that.
She's pretty slow. You could just outrun her.
So trigger warnings for spiders.
I mean, serious talk, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeon Nytes, our weekly dose of D&D from us to you. Last time on Dungeon Nytes, we started a fresh season of play. We had a 6-month time jump from the last events of last season, where we slayed a white dragon. We parted ways with a green dragon, who made off with a mysteriously interesting colored egg. And life continued. The city of Phandalin grew. Everyone kind of settled into various roles. Asteria and Ashin kind of took their time, kind of learning, training, all those different things. Leif has been basically training to become the next traveler. Thorin has been drinking and kind of hanging around, and kind of has made his way down to Phandalin as kind of a permanent residence for the time being. And Bamir has been doing lots of research, still looking for his dad, doing some various things for the Harpers. And in the last episode, there was a new threat that seemed to be posing itself. There were various tracks that were being picked up outside of the city. And it was going to be up to Ashin and company to go explore those and see what's going on. Bamir was going to be continuing to try and find leads on his dad. And Leif decided that he was going to go for his daily training to the Underdark. And that's what we're going to pick up today.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna pick back up there because, you know, it was fun.
I see you, traveler. Hey, Leif, I think we should probably get out of here. But
Okay.
not to put too fine a point on it, I don't have much juice left when we do this whole shift thing. It's not something I told you before, but I have to recharge the batteries a little bit, especially going to someplace like the Underdark, where I'm, a little bit cut off from, other sources of energy. We need to go now.
Okay, let's go.
You see this manifestation of Lolth in this ginormous spider crawling across the ceiling of the city towards you. As it does, you hear this high-pitched scream, and the city comes alive.
Oh no.
Soldiers begin pouring out from every direction. and start rushing towards your direction. Turning around behind you is a bit of a tunnel back towards whence you came. It's pitch black. Luckily, you have at least some dim vision, but even that is difficult as there is nothing really helping to illuminate this cavern at all. What do you do?
So I basically entered a cavern and city's behind me and going to give chase.
Mm-hmm.
How far does it seem like they'd be till they get there?
You have probably, a good head start on them. Loth has basically told them where you are. You understand that much as they're flooding towards your position, but they have to be a good, 1,000 yards away from you at this point.
Okay, so I have 60 seconds. And how big is the entrance of the cavern?
It's actually fairly small. You kind of came into a place, again, high looking over the city. This is not a main entrance. This is really kind of an overlook. The Traveler was trying to give you a nice kind of view of the city without trying to put you into the city too quickly.
Okay. And the Traveler's with me is just like a shadow, kind of?
Yes.
Somewhere? Okay. Traveler, 1 second. And Leif is going to turn to the entrance and cast Creation in the doorway. It's like a 5-foot cube, and it's just stone, just to hinder them.
Oh, that's a fancy trick.
It takes a minute to cast.
Oh, okay. That looks like it'll help. You do see the giant spider coming right at us, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Pulls out the stone, does the incantation, and then a 5 by 5 foot cube of just stone basically appears in the very center of that small entrance to kind of make it really hard to get through.
You really think it's gonna hold?
Nope. Let's go.
As you begin to kind of turn and go down the hallway, you hear a very loud thud hit the wall, and everything shakes around you, so much so that I need you to give me a dex check to see if you can keep your footing. You do. You manage to kind of steady yourself on a wall and continue to run. You essentially see this kind of ethereal shadow kind of out of the corner of your eye running with you as the Traveler seems to be just booking it alongside you. Maybe a second after you're able to recover, you see this huge spider leg poke straight through that stone. And it's so long that you feel the wind on your back from it reaching into this cavern.
Okay. Can I see in front of me? Is it mine does it just go forward a long way?
It just goes forward.
Okay. Traveler, hold on to me for a second.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a book, or a note out of Bamir's book, and Dimension Door. Just 500 feet forward.
So is this gonna work?
I mean, I can bring one person with me.
I don't know if I count as people, but screw it, let's go.
Bring along objects, and one willing creature.
I'm willing. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right, I will Dimension Door as far ahead as I can, about 500 feet.
You kind of have a bit of a leap of faith that you have to take, as you can't actually see that far down this tunnel. Everything, again, is outside your sight.
You
get shunted if you and take
into the
damage.
nearest open space. Yeah.
You do get shunted though.
Yeah, you you are able to make it forward probably a good 300 feet before this kind of cavern that you're traveling through. It just has this very weird kind of tunnel feeling, just stops abruptly and kind of plants you in an area next to you.
So
it's still dark around you.
300 feet and there's a wall?
Yes.
Okay, then Dimension Door fails and I take 46 damage. If it's if I go to a space that's occupied, spell fails.
Okay.
So let's take 46 damage.
Unless there's empty space another 200 feet beyond that.
Oh yeah, is there an empty space 200 feet beyond? Then yeah.
Let's find out. There is not empty space beyond that.
Well, I mean, you can roll 46 actually. Makes more sense.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, 9 damage. Okay, that didn't work. Try again. I'm gonna go 250. I'm gonna go half the distance.
You see this kind of shadow stuck on this wall.
Leaf, I don't think that worked the way it was supposed to.
It kind of peels itself away from the wall.
I think we got at least a little further away. I can't hear them anymore. Let's keep going.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Just gonna keep going.
You're able to make your way down the hall a good bit. And in this kind of weird, kind of rushed sense that you have, you kind of begin to kind of see an opening up ahead of you. The ceiling opens up a good 200-300 feet above you, so far that you can't see the top. And there's a narrow kind of what looks like a bridge in front of you made out of stone, just drops off on either side deeper than you can see.
Oh. Does the bridge look stable?
I mean, it's made of stone, yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, does it look like it's cracked and dilapidated?
No.
Okay. And how far to the other side?
You can't see the other side from where you're standing.
Okay, well, it's more than 120 feet then. All right. I mean, shall we?
Please.
Okay, I'm just going to yeah, I'm just gonna Dimension Door again. I'm just gonna Dimension Door. I can't see the other side. 200 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, I don't go anywhere.
All right. You open up this huge, massive door that actually gives off light and kind of illuminates the cavern around you. You're able to see kind of walls a good 80 feet on either side of you, and the walls seem to be crawling with some type of creature that you can't discern. It's still too dark. And you zoom through this dimension door and come out the other side. And you don't have footing below you.
Oh no.
And you fall just a couple feet, but you're still on the bridge.
Okay.
And you need to give me a dex save.
Okay. A check or a save?
Save.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You're able to land squarely on your feet and kind of catch yourself. The feeling of falling is just a bit jarring, but you're aware enough of what's going on around you that you kind of perceive this and stand square on this bridge. Ahead of you, another 100 feet, you can see the kind of ledge on the other side of this bridge.
Okay. Real quick, I'm just going to use a quick bonus action to use some sorcery points and get back into their 4th level slot, so I have another Dimension Door if I need it.
Okay.
Or a polymorph. All right. There we go. All right, so I can see the edge. I'm just going to go.
You start running towards the edge. And as soon as you get to the other side, you begin to hear the shouting and ranting of Drow behind you. You begin to hear unnatural sounds on the walls above and around you. And you feel a massive updraft of air coming from underneath where the bridge was.
I don't know Undercommon, but I don't know if it sound good. Let's just keep going. Is in front, like, is there like another tunnel, or what's in front of me?
It's just open ground as far as you can see.
Okay, so we're just in like a massive underground cavern that just keeps going. Are there like glowing mushrooms in the distance or anything, or is it just dark?
It's just dark.
Okay, well, polymorph. I can't polymorph myself. I'm a changeling. Oh god, it's been 3 weeks. I can't polymorph myself. I'm a changeling. This is the worst
What are you
thing.
trying to do there, bud?
Nothing. We're going. Just run.
Okay, I'm kind of attached to you, so yeah, let's go. You do realize they're coming after us, right?
Yep. I'm going to go invisible.
You got anything that can take out that bridge?
I mean, I've got one thing.
Okay.
I'll use my physical slot and cast Bigby's Hand. And it's going to punch down the bridge.
Give me a...
Give me a roll to hit on the bridge.
All right. This is such a great time. That uses my spell casting mod. Okay, good enough. I just
Low
have to
DC. You gotta get a 10 to hit.
and it's an 18.
The AC, excuse me. It's an 18? Perfect.
Yeah, +9.
You summon forth Bigby's hand, this giant blue ethereal hand.
17
Just-
force.
Part of that?
17 force.
Perfect. This hand comes up, forms, and if the soft blue glow of the hand illuminates the area around you again, and just as the fist pounds down on the edge of this bridge, you see the stone crack, but it doesn't break, and you see two massive spider legs pin on the side of the ledge.
Okay. I'd like to bonus action punch it again, then cast a spell after that. If it's
Punch
my
it
turn
again, let's see
again.
what kind of damage you got.
All right. This will probably roll for hit again, but that's wow. 24, 6, 12, 18, 20. I think I just rolled max damage.
That will do the trick. The hand lifts up in the air again and once again punches down on the bridge. You can see the bridge break, and just as you can begin to see more of the legs start to brush over the top, the bridge collapses over the center of this, and you see the legs get pulled down from the weight of all the stone crushing on. You hear this scream as all of a sudden these legs struggle to resist and hang on to the ledge.
Oh, I am following that up with something too.
Okay, what you got?
Aldrich Fireball.
Okay, on what?
Well, there are legs there, aren't there?
Yes.
Yeah, those legs get burned.
Can you target both or just one?
It's a 40-foot diameter. It's a 20-foot radius. I'm pretty sure it's going to get
it's
both.
an actual fireball. Okay.
It's an actual fireball.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. So you never called it Ultra Fireball before. So Fireball, that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's what it's called.
It is,
That's my
yes.
thing. All
So
right.
you cast Fireball, and this ginormous, this ginormous fireball erupts.
Yeah, 30.
You see these legs that are gripping to hang on from the sheer weight all of a sudden erupt in purple flame, and the legs release, and you can hear what sounds like scraping massive scrapes that echo through the cave and stop, met with more screams.
I will get you!
And you can hear the sounds of other screams falling into the depths behind you.
Oh, that wasn't good. All right, let's just go. Go. I'm just gonna run.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
How long until you're ready to teleport us out here?
Yeah, Leif, a bit longer, man. Like, this isn't exactly like a thing you could just do on demand. It takes a lot to get down here, especially safely. You couldn't have picked anywhere else? Like, I would have gladly taken you to a baseball game or something, man. Jeez.
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna keep running.
Oh, God, here we go.
And you continue running through this cavern.
I'm casting invisibility on myself. It lasts for an hour. I'm just gonna be invisible. I'm not sure how much it'll help, but I'm doing it.
You manage to make your way across this plateau. You see creatures kind of crawl down and crawl past you. Some of them spiders, some of them look like creatures you've never even seen or heard of before. I need you to give me a stealth check.
Okay, I have an advantage because I went invisible. Yay. Oh, there's my crappy stealth. All right, I'll roll twice. Let's see if it actually rolls with advantage through the, because it didn't used to do this before, but they did update. Oh, 17, 13, so 19.
Perfect. You are able to be silent. You make a brisk pace through these obstacles, and you can clearly see that things are searching for you. The sound of screams has subsided, but the sound of moving around and shuffling of something extremely large behind you is still very much evident. Nevertheless, you make your way towards the end of what must be this giant cavernous room to another tunnel. The tunnel is roughly 15 feet wide and about 10 feet tall.
Can she see us when we're invisible? I assume she can. That seems like a dumb question now that I say it.
Yeah, I don't know, but she seems too big to fit in here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Over the next kind of half hour, you're able to make your way through this cavern. It goes pretty quiet around you. You find kind of a little hole in the wall. Looks like a natural just erosion of wherever this was. Whenever they were mining out this tunnel, this must have been some little area that collapsed off to one side.
Leif, I think maybe we should maybe hide out in here. I don't think they know where we are, and this is as good a place as any.
Okay, I mean, I'm still invisible. Oh gosh, I wish Ashin was here. He would actually know a lot more about all this.
As you say that, your invisibility drops.
I still have half an hour, don't I?
Took you half an hour to get to the other side of the tunnel.
Okay, it lasts for an hour.
I know, and you've been going for a half hour through since then.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I cast it again. Just want to make sure. I'll use a bonus action to burn a couple first level spell slots as well and get more sorcery points back.
I'll let you know when I'm ready to get out of here, man. But I gotta tell you, this typically takes a bit. I'm gonna need to sit here in the corner for a while.
Well, I'm invisible for another hour, so
We might be here longer than that. Let's just hope they don't find us. We're in a pickle here, bud. But we'll get out of this.
okay. I can't send a message. Bamir does that. Wow, I miss them.
I miss them too. We'll see them again. I hope. We just need a little time and a little luck. Come on, guide us. They say fortune favors the bold, and you went to the damn Underdark. I don't know what's bolder than that.
Well, I mean, the 9 hells, probably.
Look, I'm not taking you to Avernus, okay? You do that when you're a traveler. I want no part of that. Some weird kinky stuff down there. Anyway, here we go. Trent's time. Let's get the mojo back.
And we are going to leave Leif there for the time being. Pretty much. Invisibility.
Yep.
Back in town, we're going to follow up with Ashin. You had been given news that there were tracks spotted outside of town. I believe you were on your way to try and find Moira. Or have her sent to meet you, I think.
Yeah, I had somebody sent to go meet her, to have her meet us in the tavern.
After about an hour, you see Moira walk through the doors of the tavern. Hey, Ashin.
Hey.
How's it going?
Need to have a conversation.
What about?
Come back here.
Oh, okay.
And I'll look at Asteria, and I don't know if Bamir's in the room. I don't remember, but the other members that are present of the sword, I will like.
I think we were all back there. Other than
Come on, let's go have a chat.
Rafe. I could be wrong.
Daddy.
Yeah, you guys were all at the tavern, I'm pretty sure. So the rest of the group assembles into the meeting room. And you drag in Moira. Alright, so what can I do for you?
I'm sure you're aware of the attacks and tracks.
Aye?
I want to put together a scouting party.
Alright.
I think I might know what it is.
Yeah, we've been getting some reports and some really bad injuries. No one said anything
Injuries?
about it though. Can't see what it's been.
Like survivors.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're in the infirmary and
You need to kill them.
pardon me?
Wait, what?
Ashin, we don't know anything yet.
Why on earth would they kill the machine? I mean, they trust you, but
Y-
what's she
Then you
talking
need to
about?
put them under extremely heavy guard with silvered weapons.
What are you talking about?
I'm not following Ashin.
Okay. And not the best with words, so I think I'll just show you.
Alright.
And he takes off his shirt and cloak and armor and shows the claw marks on his back, the side of his head.
What the hell happened to you?
Werewolf.
You're telling me we've got werewolves in the woods?
I think it's highly likely.
And how come you didn't turn?
Poultice, treatment, prayer, this wonderful druid lady right here.
He was on death's door when I found him.
Well, if you could help him, can't you help them?
With the right
I don't know.
ingredients? Maybe.
I mean, we need to do everything we can to save him, else we'll just go kill him in.
they need to be guarded.
Look, we can have them moved to a cell, kept under heavy surveillance. That's fine, but I'll put a watch around it. But you have to help them, Machine. We can't just leave them. If this is werewolves, how do we even fight that? I didn't even know those existed.
Silver.
Really?
Is there a check that I can make to figure out how much I know about werewolves?
Sure. Give me... Oh, man, I've been thinking Pathfinder way too much. Give me... Yeah, just give me a history check. I mean, you went to school. Give me a history check.
Beamer went to college.
Bamir did go to college. See if you paid attention in monster class. Kind of. More or less.
Only skipped twice.
Yeah, you would know a fair bit about werewolves. At least enough to know what kinds of things would be, what they would be vulnerable to, and some kind of at least generic tendencies of werewolves.
Okay. So how long do I think they have before they would turn if they were infected with the lycanthropy?
Depends on the lunar cycle.
How long is it till the next full moon?
You haven't really been keeping track, so you would have to double check. But you would know that it would be the next lunar cycle, where the moon was full, that they would feel the most pull.
Styria, when's the next full moon? That's the Star Lady.
What is the next full moon? DM?
I mean, she should know.
Yeah, she would.
The druid, the star druid.
Essentially, it'd be 2 10-day.
So really soon.
No. So a 10-day is 10 days. So that's the week in Faerun is 10 days. So 2 10-day. So basically 20 days.
Okay.
20 days.
A little less than a month?
I may be able to cure them tomorrow. I'll have to see.
We need to know if they're infected first, and that means allowing that first full moon to hit them.
Well,
if it does, you remove the curse. They're fine.
is
just
lycanthropy a
remove curse
curse
from
or
all
a
of them.
disease?
It is it's a curse.
I think technically it's a curse, but in D&D it's classified as a disease.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a curse. Remove curse works on it to remove it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though.
Well,
I can
depends on
only
how
cure
they got it.
2 at a time if it is curable by my magic.
So, if they were infected by another werewolf, it would be considered a curse.
Yeah, natural born werewolves can only be cured by wish.
We could kill them and then resurrect them. That would work.
Seems so very expensive. Kind of sadistic.
Yes, you would need a remove curse spell to rid the afflicted curse.
Well,
Twice a day, starting tomorrow.
Thorin, do you happen to know how to detect poisons and diseases?
No, but I can look into it. See if I can figure anything out.
Ashin puts his clothes back on.
Thank you.
So, I need to find where these wolves are going. I need to know where their den is.
I mean, we've been tracking things for a while now, but there's no discernible pattern. I can certainly show you where the last encounter was.
Please.
Moira walks over to kind of the end table where all the maps are and kind of slides over to the main table where the, a map, a more modern map of the city of Phandalin and its surrounding area. Alright, so there's been some activity kind of north, direct north from Phandalin, and then there's another few attacks that have been northeast, and a couple that had been northwest. Common thread is just north. The last attack was here, and points directly north.
So, I believe I have seen the group responsible for this.
What do you think they're
I
doing all the way
spotted
down
them.
here?
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
I mean, it's been really quiet, Ashin. I mean, most of the monsters and creatures that have been displaced by Cryovane, they've all gone back to their homes. We've never seen Heiner Head, if anything, except for his attacks in months. Just seems like odd timing.
You ever just get the feeling that your past is kind of coming around to bite you
I
in
mean,
the rear end?
every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
But my past doesn't have werewolves in it.
Mine does.
Shite.
So, anyways, so this is the area, and he will point out on the map where he was when he went on his little sojourn, where I spotted them. And then he will also make note to Moira that there was a very heavy goblin presence there.
We haven't seen the goblins.
They followed the commands of said changers.
Oh, that's scary. Are you saying that we could be under a goblin siege?
I think it's more than likely it's more than just goblins.
Fuck. Just when you thought things were calming down a bit.
My home city was laid siege and destroyed by goblins and drow. Not very long after that, I was hunted down by werewolves along with my mentor, and he was lost.
Moira's gonna just kind of sit down in the chair by the map table. It's a lot to take in, Ashin. I mean, it's one thing you have a dragon that wants to keep its distance, and at least for a time. But it's a completely different thing altogether. If we're going to be under siege from goblins, werewolves, What? Potentially other forms of goblins? Bugbears? I mean, we're prepared to defend ourselves from a reasonable siege, but not from an all-out war.
Are your walls sturdy?
Well, they are now.
Are your men well trained?
You know they are.
Then we will survive.
Alright, I'll,
We should get out there and see if we can verify what's going on and see what kind of threat we're facing. If there is a large number of goblins near Phandalin, then this is a threat for the whole region.
It's not just Phandalin that would be affected by it.
Right.
It'd be everyone.
We need to see what's going on and figure out how big this is before. Well, if it's as large of a threat as it sounds, we might have to call for aid.
well, again, here's the map. This is the last known location. I'll redouble the scouts, make sure that our watch is completely in check, and if it's alright with you, I'm not going to tell the men just yet about werewolves. I'll say we might be under threat of goblin and some other beasts in the forest.
The problem is if they run into them and they're not ready.
I just don't want to... I don't want them to be scared, and I don't want them to try and harm the ones that are already wounded. Paranoia is dangerous. We've seen it happen before.
Take the men you trust most. Arm them with silvered weapons.
Right. Alright, I can do that. I'll do it, Tatsun. I'll do it. Alright.
Arm yourself with silvered weapons, please.
Yeah.
I guess we should try find some too.
Probably a good idea.
So... I might already be working on that.
You know, you could always go and talk to Lenine again. Over at the Lion Shields, she might have some silver swords. Or weapons.
I might could talk to the blacksmith too and see if you could make some.
Aye, you can make some. Smithy's good for it. But I'm going to go now. I don't want to waste any more time.
Sure.
I know we've got some time before any type of change might occur, but we need to do them. Asteria, is there anything that you could do for him in the meantime?
Could try. We're not really sure if they're actually afflicted by the werewolves.
Anything. Examine them, heal them. They're in lots of pain.
I'll definitely go try. You said they're at the infirmary?
Yeah, they're at the infirmary. Just head to the barracks, and in the back we have kind of our sick ward. They've been sectioned off over there.
Yeah, we should probably talk to them too and see what they saw.
Mm-hmm.
If they saw anything.
Hi, you can go see them. Hi, I'm out. I'll catch up with you if I find anything. Come find me when you get back from recon.
Okay.
Moira's going to get up and leave.
Pamir's going to stand up too.
Yeah.
Got places to go, people to see.
Jerry will head over to the barracks.
And Bamir's going with her.
Mm-hmm.
Asheen, Thorin, where are you guys?
I'm gonna go to my room instead. Do some research.
I'm gonna go to Lanine's first.
Okay. We're going to follow you first. You make your way over to Landshield Coster, which is changed more than a bit since the last time you've seen it. Or from the first time you've seen it, rather. From a rough and tumble place that was being raided by red brands, windows falling off and iron on the door. It's got a painted exterior now, all nice and blue. Very nice sign that hangs with the kind of a sign of the shield of the Landshield Coster. You walk in, and even the inside is much more inviting. Things aren't nailed down as they once were. And you can actually see items and lift them off the sides and actually examine them without them being chained to something.
Okay.
Behind the counter, you see Lanine.
I'm just gonna kind of poke my head. You gonna shoot me if I come in?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm coming in.
See a crossbow shot whiz by your head onto the familiar target that she has by the door. Hey there, Asheen.
Well, your aim is accurate.
As always. What can I do for you today?
I shut the door behind me,
Oh,
and I'm looking to see if there are any other patrons in the store.
there are not currently.
Is there a lock on the door?
There is.
I lock it.
You're gonna see Lanine kind of get an odd expression on her face, and she looks a bit concerned. Her cheeks kind of flush up a little bit. What are you doing?
Pull out a piece of paper. I write on it. And I hand it to her.
She takes it kind of hesitantly.
And I don't know who's listening.
So you start looking around. She reaches down and grabs a dagger out of her belt and kind of holds it like this as she's reading the note.
All it says is, don't want to raise panic. Looking for silvered weapons.
She kind of leaves. You can see her eyes scanning the note when she just looks up at you. Eyebrow raises.
He unlocks the door.
One minute.
Sure.
You're going to see Lanine go back into the back, and she's going to find, you're going to hear kind of rummaging and kind of see her as the door kind of is half open. She's like reaching on a top shelf or something off of something, and she kind of barrels through the side door or the back door into the thing, and has this rather large crate and just on the desk. You see her take that knife back out of her belt and kind of pry at a couple of the sides, and she opens it up. Is this what you're looking for?
I look in the crate.
Inside the crate, you see a number of silver swords. Probably a good 10 of them, kind of neatly stacked on each other. And then you see a quiver with, we'll say, 30 silver arrows.
How much?
She's gonna motion for you to lean in.
Don't shoot me.
Asheen, are you telling me there's werewolves or other things sensitive to silver about?
Very, very likely.
She's going to reach on her belt where you can see her sword, and she's going to grab her sword out, which is a very fine-looking blade. It's got a lion shield coster symbol in the pommel with gold and just kind of some type of a blue kind of rock kind of inlet on top, encased in more kind of silver with a silver handle with a blue threaded wrapped hilt. It's just a beautiful work of art. And she just kind of sets it on the table and grabs one of the silver swords and puts it in her scabbard on her waist. And she just puts the lid back on the crate and pushes it to you.
I can't just take it. I have to pay for it.
Bring me a head.
Okay.
You don't have to be weird about it.
That's not out of my purview.
Knock it out.
I go to pick up the crate. Apparently I pick up the crate. Okay.
Did you make a strength check to see if you can pick up the crate?
I rolled it directly to you, though.
That's
It was
fine.
an 18. It was an 18.
I could see it, yeah. As you begin to walk out, you hear see another crossbow bolt next to you on the mat. Tell Pamir I miss him.
I'll send him right over after if you want.
Please do.
All right. I hope. Lenine,
Aye?
could you get the door?
Oh, right. And she walks around the counter and opens the door for you to let you out.
I kind of like squeeze by her.
Gives you a half smile on the way out.
See you later. Thanks.
She kind of shuts the door.
I'm-
So you are now holding a crate filled with 10 silver swords and that quiver of arrows.
I make my way back to the tavern. And I come in the back door. I go
Okay.
around the back and come in through the kitchen.
As you walk down the streets, you see people just kind of looking your way and kind of giving you a little wave and a little nod as you're carrying this big crate by 2 rope handles on either side.
Afternoon.
Master Asheen? Hello there, Asheen.
Hello.
Hey, Asheen, what's in the crate?
Sharp sticks.
Cool, can I have one?
No, sorry, bud.
Oh. That sucks. And he kicks you in the shin and runs away.
Ow! Oh, shit.
You make your way in the back and you come in the back door. Asheen, what you have there?
Oh, I set it down.
Did you bring me new pots and pans? You're so sweet.
No.
Oh. What's in there? You already have those.
Ah. I take one of the arrows out of the quiver and I show him the point on it.
Okay, so it's pointy?
I get really close and I whisper, "It's silver."
Oh. Is that better or something?
for a certain quarry.
Okay. I just know you always put the pointy in things.
I look in the box and I look for a short sword.
You kind of rummage through some of the kind of hay that's in there as a buffer between the swords to kind of help everything from getting dinged up. And down towards the bottom, you're able to fish out a couple short swords and a dagger.
I give him a short sword.
Machine. But I have my stick.
Please just keep this with you.
Where? It's almost as tall as I am.
It's okay. I put that back. I give him the dagger.
Oh, okay. Sure. And he just kind of attaches it to its belt, and you can see it. It for him, being a tiny goblin, it kind of hangs almost, a good 3/4 the way down his upper leg. Kind of pulls it out. Yeah. Okay. This'll work. And he walks over to this kind of big roast sitting on a cutting board on the kitchen and kind of walks up a couple steps and, hey, this cut's really nice.
That's not what it's for.
I don't care. I'm going to use it. And he points it at you. Isn't that what it's for?
No. It's not for you to cut dinner. This is to defend yourself.
Yeah. I'm defending hunger.
Damn it.
Ashin, this is a kitchen. It's a sacred place. I will defend it with all my might. I have hungry people out there.
I go to pick up the crate again.
You're able to. You need help with that?
I got it.
I can go get Thorin. He's big.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I just take the crate into the side room.
Oh, I love it. You take it into the side room. Walking through the main area of the tavern, you can see people that are hey, and just kind of waving and smiling, and you're just with this big crate, carrying it through, making your way into the side room to be able to kind of sit, and you put it on the main sitting table in the room. No one else is there.
I take the quiver of silver arrows and I put that on.
Very nice. You now have, what did I say, 30? 30 silver arrows.
I gotta figure out how I'm gonna differentiate those in D&D Beyond. I'm just gonna make note of it.
Custom names.
It's fine. While you're doing that, we're going to pop over to Bamir and Asteria. Let's see. You make your way to the main barracks in town, walking through the kind of front door. You see that there's a main desk area and then a kind of large, almost a double door sized opening that's just open. Inside, you can see rows of cots where the soldiers, some of them are sleeping, some of them are resting. Most of them are vacant from people on rounds and watches and routines. You can see off to the right-hand side that there's an opening that leads to kind of a mess hall area. And right at the end of this rather long room, you see a door with a big kind of medical cross over it. Walking through that door, you see a kind of a similar kind of scene, although you have kind of beds that are a little bit elevated. There's a couple nurses in here. And by nurses, I just mean your every normal, everyday citizens that are just trying to help the best they can. There's not a whole lot of people that are trained in formal medicine in Phandalin at this point. And so they're just helping to triage as best they can and to kind of address different fevers and bandage different wounds. And off at the far end of the room, you see an area where there's kind of eerily nothing close to it, but a series of 3 soldiers that have a fair amount of distance and seem to be kind of moaning and groaning more than the others.
Head towards them.
As you approach, you see all 3 of them have had their shirts removed. One has a very large bandage around his kind of waist. Another has a very large bandage across the chest. And another one kind of has mostly half of his head wrapped up, in addition to some of his upper torso. And you can see kind of old, dried bloodstains soaked through that would give you the impression that these are all claw marks.
I think I'll head over towards the one that looks the most injured and start with him, but I'm going to cast at least 1 Cure Wounds on each of them.
As you do, you can see the groaning kind of begin to lessen. As you cast Cure Wounds, Bamir, on the kind of one with the middle torso, you can't see the effects, but you can hear what sounds like odd sloshing noises and things, as you assume that's the sound of kind of body being repaired magically on the inside. And his groans go from very pained and his face being very pale to recovering some color and seeming to be a bit more comfortable. The one that has a slash across the chest, you see as the magic works, he kind of maneuvers uncomfortably from side to side. He kind of opens his eyes. What happened? Where am I? He tries to sit up and can't, and lays back down. The third one, you hear similar noises, kind of affecting the upper part of his body, but he doesn't move. You just notice his breathing steadies a bit.
I think I'll go back to the one who actually talked. And are you feeling better now?
I am. Where am I? It's hard to move.
Well, you
hard to breathe.
had some pretty grievous injuries there. I did some help, but it may still take some time to recover.
Kind of reaches his hand up on his chest, opens his eyes, looks around. I never thought I'd see this place again. We were on a patrol. Came out of nowhere. Sounds snarling and eyes. Just remember pain. Pain.
It's okay. Can you tell us anything else about what attacked you?
Large. Black. Piercing yellow eyes. First, I just thought it was a large dog, but it is too big. Maybe a bear? I don't know.
Is it just the one?
I think so. I took Stennis first. Then George and me. So fast.
Amir looks at Asteria. What do you think?
I mean, could be that Ashin's not wrong. Could I take a look at your wounds, if you don't mind?
Sure. That's fine.
And she'll take a look at his wounds and see if they look like the same size and shape as Ashin's were when she found him.
You kind of walk over and he's bandaged fairly tightly, so you have to take a knife and kind of cut kind of at a high point where you don't see any blood, and you peel back the bandage to see 4 huge gouge marks across his chest. Bamir's healing was able to close them up a little bit to where they weren't kind of bleeding anymore, but they're still open, wide wounds. God, how does it look? Is it bad? It feels bad.
It does look a little better. Do they look similar to the ones that he had?
You see immediately similarities. It almost takes you back to that day, finding Ashin.
Amir's gonna go get some fresh wound dressings.
You kind of look over and there's a countertop and a wooden cart that have bandages on top of them.
While Bamir's doing that, Asteria she'll cast a Cure Wounds on each of them again, so they get a little more.
Sure.
And go ahead and, since it doesn't seem like the nurses are helping them too much, she'll change their dressings while they're there.
As you kind of change each of the dressings along with Bamir and cast Cure Wounds on them again, you see most of the wounds heal up. The one that was most worse off with the kind of stomach wound, at least it seems like the wounds have closed. For the one with the big gouge wounds across his chest, at least those wounds seem to have closed up for now. And the one with kind of the cut across the side, you see that one of the claws clearly went through an eye and took one of his eyes. And so when it heals over, it kind of heals with an eye shut.
Mm-hmm.
He still doesn't move, just asleep with very easy breathing at this point. Thank you for healing us.
Of course.
He's just kind of look at you, almost with kind of fresh eyes, as he's kind of coming around to it. Oh my, you're Asteria.
I am.
Oh, I mean, I've seen you around, but I didn't know that I would ever get to meet you. Thank you very much for healing me. My name's Braun.
We had to come and once we heard about the attack when you were on patrol, we decided to come and see if there's anything we could do.
I'm glad you did. I just being in lots of pain, constant pain everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Still feels weird, different, unusual somehow. Like things are working through me. Probably just the magic, right?
It could be. Although, if anything does change, feel free to come find us. Please.
Oh, send somebody to come find us.
Yes. Send someone to come find us.
Will do. I'm gonna lie back down now.
Brom, you said.
Braun, yes.
Look, Brom, it's possible that what happened, what attacked you, could be very dangerous, and we don't want to cause a lot of alarm in the city. So if anybody other than Miranda comes and asks you about what attacked you, try and keep it on the down low.
All right, I'll keep it to myself. Just get it for me, please.
That's our next move. You tell us how many others were with you when you were attacked? Was it just the three of you, or how many more?
He will tell you after a short break. I need to kiss the wife, and then we'll be right back. So if you want to take a stretch break, get something to drink, now is probably a good time to do it, as we will continue on after. And boop. I'll be right back.
Like, I need to prepare some spells tonight. Unless there's werewolves. Welcome back.
Upcast crew, thank you so much for that raid. It's been a little while. We've been, unfortunately, having some bad stretch of luck here on Saturday nights and had to postpone for a number of weeks. It's nice to see you guys again. Hope you had a fantastic session. If you have not followed the Upcast crew yet, please make sure you are doing so. And if you're coming from the Upcast crew, hi, we are Dungeon Nytes. We have 2 weekly sessions, Saturdays and Mondays, right here on this channel. If you haven't followed already, please make sure you do. Come hang out with us. We are live right around 10 p.m. Eastern-ish. Well, that's not true. We're live mostly between 10:30 and 11 p.m. Eastern-ish, and we go till about 1 or 1:30 on Saturdays again and Mondays. So yeah, welcome. Hope you guys had a good session. Whew. It's going to be an interesting one. I only cried a little and I'm here. What's up, John? So we've got all kinds of fun people popped in here. Saw Blue Jay pop in here, talking about some dog wetter. Saw some Schmed. We got Tron. You guys in your chat with the werewolves and when wolves and what wolves.
And who wolves?
And who wolves. Damn it.
Their den is bigger on the inside.
I appreciate that, Tron. If I had the clout, I'd make me the biggest streamer on Twitch too. But I don't. So forever we chase the clout. That's not true. However, we make the content and hope that people enjoy. That's what we do. That's all you can do. Oh my goodness. Chase a dragon.
No, we
Ride
don't
the
do
dragon. There was a game trailer. I can't remember what the game was. I think it might have been Lost Ark, but there was like a giant gold dragon. And I was like, look, it's Bahamut.
Except he's not gold.
What do you mean he's not gold?
He's not gold, he's platinum.
I've always seen him portrayed as a gold dragon.
No, he's a platinum. He is the only platinum dragon.
It's a platinum dragon.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, bud.
I tried. Can platinum be like gold shiny depending on what reflects on it? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, damn it.
He's got some friends though. A couple of them are gold dragons.
Oh, that's nice. It's very nice. Yellow room. Here we go. I like it. He was in a golden room. Oh my goodness.
Where he keeps his hoard. The room is actually made of gold.
That's one way to do it.
I made a room of gold. Material things are so inconsequential to me that I just have to show how opulent I can be.
Monument to my opulence.
Monument to my opulence.
I totally just didn't quote a Smite line right there.
Yummy. Water. Yeah, Sakura. So, this is Chirp. Chirp is a goblin that was abused by some bugbears earlier in our first season that got picked up and pitied by the party, and then we adventured together for a while. I beat some things with sticks.
We potty trained him.
I did. I got potty trained. I learned that people won't poop on you. That's just a bugbear thing. And they let me run a tavern. I learned how to do it from my good friend Toblin, who runs the Stone Hill Inn. And now I'm basically Gordon Ramsay, but Goblin Ramsay. I love Droop so much.
The critique is there. I don't know if his skill's quite there yet.
It's probably very much not, but damn it if he's gonna try. I put a lot of time into my craft, Ashin.
If at first you don't succeed, bribe the judge.
Eventually, we're gonna have to rename the Five Finger Tavern to the Goblin Den.
People would still drink there.
It could be the most famous goblin establishment in all of Faerun. Do you realize that there are no other goblins that have restaurants? Or taverns? Or inns? In all of Faerun? Normally people just kill us!
They poop in shoes.
Yeah, we do kind of poop in shoes. Look, they're already smelly, we're just adding to it. I don't know what the problem is.
They might be smelly, but they're not squishy until you're done with them.
Saying right. She's just ain't right.
Hey, at least your feet will never be cold.
That actually might make them more cold. Now they're
No,
gonna
it's
be
extra.
moist.
It's extra insulation, man. Once it dries,
That depends on what kind of poop it is.
that's true too.
I mean,
a lot of berries yesterday.
Oh, you better use Bamir's shoes then.
nope. No, it's okay. Bramir knows prestidigitation now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you should have had that since you started. It is a great spell for you.
It's fantastic. Oh my goodness. All right, is everybody back?
You mean to say that you have prestidigitation now, and I don't have to carry all this poop in my pocket?
Yeah.
You never have poop in your pocket.
I mean, I've had
anymore.
prestidigitation since we started, so I mean, you never
I mean,
had
it's
to
just
carry
like-
the poop.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Every time he gets near, he just like touches your pocket with his hand. You think he's trying to be endearing as a friend, and really he's just getting rid of the poop in your pocket.
Hey,
Hello, my name is Oshin, and I have the cleanest pockets in all of Phandalin. Oh, I love it. Oh no, you see this more Irish, right? Supposed to be. My name is Oshin, and I've got the cleanest pockets in all of Faerun.
Fade doesn't do it though, because his voice will get stuck.
I'll get stuck and I'll never be able to get out of it again.
Yeah, stop. Never be able to get out.
Irish accents are why I can't do British accents anymore.
Irish
Not
accents
a
are why you
problem
can't
for
do
me.
British
It's
accents
only a
anymore.
problem for Carrie.
Well,
Fair.
I can do
I-
British, and then it slowly
Harry
gets
doesn't
Irish.
mind my Irish accent.
Wait, your British gets Irish.
It
So
will start British, and it will slowly transition to Irish.
see, it's
if
fun. Like I definitely do that. If I'm in Irish, it's hard to go back to British.
Yeah.
Like if you start with Irish, it's hard to go back to British. But you can get there if you make like a stop in Scotland, then you can kind of make your way.
Don't forget Welsh.
Silas,
Pupper.
You
And
make
the
a stop in
poppers.
Scotland and then
you believe he
finish it up with a
you
more
see how
proper
big he is?
British
now?
accent.
See,
Big
I've
Papa.
got a range
There's a
of
Papa's.
let's see, I can do some East Texas.
He's only 8 months old.
And
Montoni
I can-
Texas.
Then I can do some East Texas.
I could do some East Texas.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can do some East Texas and I can do some Easter Texas.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
And
thing about doing
maybe
accents
General
is-
Americana. I can
Yeah,
do,
the thing about doing accents is you really just have to learn where they are positioned in your mouth, and then you can transition quite easily. But doing that mentally and then practicing that is two different things.
Oh yeah, I store the Irish in my back palate.
Yeah, that's what it is. So the British palate's actually very forward.
I was
Center.
joking. So,
I
or
have
you
a-
No,
find
that's,
it in
that's
your,
where it is. So
your mouth.
Scottish is lower. So if you position it like lower middle of your palate, that's where Scotland lives. And then if you go to Irish, it's a bit more in the back. You just really got to throw it back there and just hope for the best.
Yeah, the French is under my tongue somewhere.
I don't even want to attempt
I have
French
a
at this point.
condition that prevents me from doing that called laziness.
I have a condition that taught me how to do that called being a mimic and a movie junkie and wanting to do accents when I was a kid.
Boredom.
It's closely related to my apathy problem.
Oh well, I'll go
Well,
back to
it's-
invisibility.
It's not apathy because you don't think it's a problem.
I
Right.
mean, it might be a problem. I just don't care.
Right.
All right. Right, we're going
What
back.
makes it apathy?
Back into the hospital. Braun looks at you. There was, I don't know, a few others with us. They must have dragged us out. It all happened so fast. If it was a normal scouting party, there would have been 8 of us total, and I'm all of a sudden really tired. Yeah, if you ask Moira, she'll be able to let you know who was. And he just falls backwards onto the bed and passes out. His breathing seems normal, but all of a sudden he was there and now he's gone.
Yeah. He's had a long day. All right.
Both of you, give me a perception check.
Do perception or medicine?
Perception. All right, you both kind of are able to see that the kind of 3 guards are resting at this point, and you've done what you can do and decide to leave.
We should go back to the tavern. Asheen's probably back by now.
Yeah.
You've spent a good deal of time here, kind of using magic, healing, changing dressings. By the time that you guys get out, it's starting to get into the evening hours.
On our way out, is there anybody else that looks like they're in serious condition in the infirmary, or?
No, most of the guys in the infirmary are there for either just a general kind of sickness, like some kind of a stomach ache or something light, like a slight sprain or something.
Nothing that magic needs to intervene with.
Nothing that would necessitate magic.
Okay,
for sure.
And we'll head on.
Okay. You make your way outside and back towards the tavern. Asteria, you kind of look up at the sky. You see something. Something that looks a little different. It's kind of like a really bright star. It seems like it's moving.
She stops and watches it for a minute. Is it like an out of place star? Like in the middle of a constellation? Or just...
Yep. It's almost like a shooting star at first. And then it seems to kind of streak down through the sky, almost like it's falling to you.
That can't be good.
But it falls behind the tavern to where your garden is. Or was, or is. Still is.
Asteria's gonna rush back there. Like, what the hell?
As you get there, you see a small light in a tree. About a good 10 feet above you.
Should she be able to investigate it?
Sure.
Or get closer to it, I guess? Even climb the tree if I had to.
Yeah, as you start to kind of climb your way up to it, you begin to hear a soft but familiar voice. Damn it, who put a tree here? What in the living daylight? I don't remember this being here last time. What the fuck? Where is she? Where is... Oh, hey there, Asteria. I'm back.
Hey, Trixie.
It is I, Trixie, the pixie. I gotta let you know something. I told you I wouldn't be back, and I told you not to summon me, and you didn't, and I'm thankful, but I do need to let you know. Remember how I said that they were things being sent after you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're coming for you again. You gotta get out of here.
Maybe you could elaborate this time on what exactly she's sending. Because we have a bit of a problem here right now. And I'm kind of curious if that's it.
Yeah, so, do you have someplace private we can talk? I feel a little exposed out here.
You can come with me in the tavern. We have a room.
Oh, wonderful. I'm assuming you have, spirits?
Yes.
Good.
She'll climb down the tree. And enter the tavern. Anybody else see him?
Yes. So
Okay.
Trixie is very small. And Trixie kind of tries to go and hide underneath your hair. It almost looks like your hair is glowing. Don't mind me while I snuggle up here. I'm apologize. I'm not trying to get too close, but I don't want people to see me and get the wrong idea. People freak out when they see pixies.
You mean like how they freak out when they see a random Eladrin?
Yeah, but they know you. They don't know me. I don't want anyone to see me. You know what'll happen. You know she will take my wings. She will cut them off. I don't need my wings cut off and shoved up my ass. I don't need that. No one needs that.
I will do my best to not let that happen, Trixie. Okay?
I appreciate that. I risked a lot by coming here, but I liked you last time I met you. You're very nice.
Asteria will make her way to the side room.
Is Ashin still in there at this point?
I don't know.
Who is he?
That's Ashin.
What's an Ashin?
It's name.
Wait, what? I said, what's an
Wood elf?
Ashin?
Oh, what's an Ashin? Ashin's a wood elf? You've never seen a wood elf? Have you only ever seen Eladrin and pixies and Feywild beings?
What kind of a name is Ashin? Sounds like a pate.
I'm assuming I can hear this.
You can.
Hi.
Wait a minute.
Okay, you can leave the hair now. Let's see.
And you see this small head poke out from behind Asteria's neck. And you see this glowing and it has like a ethereal kind of green gold glow to it. This pixie. It's got, kind of almost like a butterfly style of set of wings, although they're not as big. They're just more kind of slim and trim. And this pixie's kind of wearing a kind of a nice, I don't know, it's not like a suit. That's not the right thing, but it's more of like a leather vest and some nice slacks and, all appropriate for the fit. Bare feet though. Hey there.
Hi.
My name's Trixie. I'm a pixie.
What kind of name is Trixie?
What, you never been a pixie before?
No, that's how that feels.
Okay.
How what feels?
Okay. More important things to talk about. Okay.
This one's a bit touchy, isn't he?
Yes.
Only when you're being offensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend you? Very large being who I've never met before?
You think I'm large? Thorin!
I think you're huge.
I'm waiting for Thorin to come in the door behind Trixie the Soul Pixie.
Don't. We stomped through the tavern in my armor.
Trixie's
What do
gonna
you
look around.
Yeah, come on in here. Shut the door.
Stu, I thought I told you I don't want people seeing me here. This is making me very uncomfortable.
That's
They're my
okay. You
friends.
can't
Now.
see me either.
And it's fine. I promise.
I'm just gonna stay right here if you don't mind.
That's fine.
He's just kind of like hugging the back of your neck. It feels kind of warm.
Would it make you feel better if I close my eyes?
No, it wouldn't.
Well, I'm not going to hurt you, sir.
Mimir's basically been following Hysteria around this whole time. What the
Like
hell's
watch
going
her
on
climb
here?
the tree, and at the sky all weird and
Is
No,
her
no.
hair
Why
talking?
is why is-
normal Asteria shit.
In my head, Bamir carried on to the tavern and Asteria went on to the back, and it was just a separation. Not that
Oh.
you followed her the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So
We'll go with your headcanon.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
so there's 5 of us, Trixie. Right now there's only 4 of us, but we are an adventuring party.
Yeah, actually, I should tell Leif about what's going on.
Probably.
Asteria, you have friends?
You don't have friends?
No, everybody's got friends. I'm just saying, these are your friends.
Yes.
Good. They should probably hear this then too.
Hysteria and I have been traveling together for 10 years.
Has it been that
Well,
long
11 years
already?
now.
Mm-hmm. I found Asheen and when after I got sent here.
So Trixie's going to kind of fly out from behind Asteria's hair and kind of fly up to one of the hanging chandeliers and just kind of sit, hanging his feet dangling from the chandelier. So, hi everybody. I'm Trixie. I'm a pixie. I'm from the Feywild. I kind of sent myself here on a bit of an errand to warn Asteria that some bad things are coming.
Real quick,
Join the club.
like, I don't like having to look up at somebody to talk to them.
Oh, I'm
I would
sorry.
appreciate it
by
if you
now.
would come down.
Sheen,
What?
I'm rather comfortable up here in...
Is there any way to talk to Thorin?
Anyway, so do you want to hear about the shit that wants to kill you or not?
yes, I do.
Ooh, something else wants to kill us? Let me add it to the list.
Maybe
Have you
less
met her
guys
mother?
or me. She is not my mother for one.
Did we shut the door?
Apologize, stepmother.
Yeah, Thorin shut the door.
Okay, good.
Let me just put it this way. The queen wants her back bad. Like, real bad. When she ran away the first time, Queen sent some real bad shit after her, and Queen let it sit for a little while because she had other shit she was dealing with. Now she sent shit back, and it's coming for you. You need to be ready, or you need to get out of here. One of the two.
What is she sending?
Queen? Of what?
The Queen of the Fae.
Wait, what?
Hi, my name's Asteria. My father and my actual mother are the king and queen of the spring court of the Feywild.
Not know I was in the presence of royalty.
Oh, yeah.
However, my mother went missing, and my father was forced to marry her.
Yeah, she a bad lady. So, and I mean bad in like all the senses of the word. She kind of mean, she super power hungry, and she controls a lot of shit. So, yeah. So like I was saying,
Well, what
she's
is she
sending things
sending?
after you.
Do you know
Well-
what it is?
I know that y'all better sit down for this one.
Oh no.
Does it have anything to do with her werewolf problem?
Kind of.
Oh, great.
Let me
we
tell
have
you all the story real
thorn-sized
quick.
chairs yet?
Okay, here's what I know.
Yes. We have thorn-sized chairs.
Here's
We
what
We
I
have
know.
an A Thorin sized chair.
The night that Asteria
I
disappeared,
sit in it.
the queen called on one of her more, shall we say, darker alliances that's really good at tracking things to get her back. And all I know about that is the queen has, in my opinion, a very ill-founded alliance with a series of drow.
Wait, so you're saying that the queen of the summer court of the Fae is allied with the drow?
Well, not like all the drow, but like some of the drow.
Winter court.
She is actually of the winter court.
Oh.
I do not look at her as the queen of the spring court. That role is for my mother and my mother alone.
Sorry.
That's not how she sees it, but yeah, that's technically true.
Well, she's...
Anyway, royalty of the Fae is allied with some drow.
Yeah.
Yes. More
glad you're keeping up.
Most of the winter court has always struck a bargain with the drow and some of the changelings. There are other factions of changelings that are allied with my father and the summer and autumn courts.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so let me finish. So, yeah, she's allied herself with some pretty nasty drow, and I know that they have some attack dogs, literally, not figuratively, literally, attack dogs that they sent after Asteria that very night. Real nasty types. Drow that have the curse of lycanthrope, or lycanthropy, one of the two. I don't know how you want to say it. Either way, they can turn into big, scary werewolf things, command lots of goblins, and we're trying to find Asteria.
So, wait.
So it is our werewolf.
So 10 years ago,
Yeah.
she sent that after her.
Well, she sent the drow. The drow then, yes, enlisted the help of a scourge of other goblins and horrible critters and was trying to scour the trail of Asteria to find her.
Oh.
Oh, it's my fault then.
I need to be excused. And he walks out of the room.
Ashin, the mark burns your arm. And you can feel kind of rage flare up through the entire mark of Shavarash on your body.
I rip the door open and walk out.
I want you to go ahead and give me a strength check.
That's a 4.
Probably good.
It's better this way. You slam the door open, walk out, and the door kind of has enough momentum to close itself behind you. Everyone in the tavern just kind of looks at you.
What?
They'll kind of go back to their business and kind of give you the side eye.
He walks outside.
Front or back?
Back.
Okay.
Does anybody know what the hell just happened?
That means that the werewolves that attacked Ashin when we first met were actually the ones that were after me. So it's my fault.
Oh, damn. Well, not to make a bad situation worse, but they're back.
Ashin screams.
No.
Outside.
Inside
They
you
are.
hear,
Should I go make sure he's okay?
If you would like to. I was just going to give him a minute.
Okay.
That might be a best idea.
So, let me just get this straight here. So, your mom is missing. Your dad was forced to marry the queen of the opposite court of the Fae,
Yes.
and she's allied with the Drow of all things
Yes.
that she sent to find you and bring you back to her.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
now they're
She wants
here.
to marry Asteria off to one of her sons.
It seems vaguely disgusting, but
Not so much a son. He's still a relative in the Winter Court, but
I mean, I know it sounds gross to maybe you folk, but in the Feywild, that's how we do it over here.
I mean, like,
The Ladrin are pretty weird about bloodlines and family ties and all that kind of stuff.
that is the reason why I left the Feywild. I knew she had something to do with my mother going missing, and I was not going to go along with her plan. So I
Yeah,
asked
I don't-
Sehanine for help, and she sent me here.
okay.
I think I need a drink.
I think we all
Give me
need a
one
drink
too,
right
please.
now.
He'll go out and ask Droop for a drink. Or enough for everyone.
Hey, Thorin. Sheen looked pretty pissed. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just avoid him for the time being. I don't fully know what's going on, but it's not good.
Oh, okay. Here. How about you just take these two things and you can take them back with you.
And he basically hands you two, kind of like what is a growler style kind of container that has a couple different types of meads in it.
He'll take it and head back into the room. Set it on the table.
Droop was so busy that he didn't even see you go out, Oshin. But he's going to walk out back. And he's just going to walk over to you. And he sees you kind of with your fist against the tree. And he's going to walk over and just put his hand up next to you on your leg.
Hey,
Hey,
everything all right in there? You need help?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine.
I don't think so.
I'll be fine.
That's probably true. Listen, whatever it is, I'm here. And so is the rest of the family. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Just take a deep breath, bud. All right.
Guess I'll go back inside.
Yeah, let's do that. By the way, this silver dagger rocks.
I'm glad you like it.
It cuts through everything. I had to get a new cutting board. It cut right through it.
You still got my old bottle under the sink
Of course.
or counter? Let me get the bottle.
Sure.
He was already reaching for it before you asked.
Here you go.
I'm gonna take the bottle with me and go back in the room with the rest of the party.
Machine.
But
That's some special stuff. You might want to take it a little easy.
takes a drink.
Give me a Constitution save.
7.
You swallow and then gasp for air.
Spicy.
This is some of Droop's own stuff that he's been brewing based on a recipe he got from Toblin for the good stuff. Probably add another 40 proof to it.
What'd you put in it?
The good stuff?
It's strong.
Yeah. Then I mellowed it over some coals and redistilled it. How's it taste? I told you gotta be sparing with it. Really good
Right.
mixer.
You should try aging it in a barrel.
His eyes just...
Yeah. Yeah.
And he basically just goes back.
See, Oshin?
Thorn, when you walk in with these two growlers, there's already a bunch of cups on the table from kind of things that are naturally prepared there. And Trixie looks down. Hey there, big man. Just pour me something.
Pick a random drink for him.
As you pour the cup, Trixie kind of lightly floats down to the edge of the cup, kind of hangs on the side of the cup, and starts kind of scooping the mead into his mouth. Damn, this is good. Man, anyone else feel like taking a nap? I do. And falls over on his back and starts snoring.
Really?
It's Pixie.
Like the definition of a lightweight.
I might have poured him a little bit much.
I mean,
Poured him my size glass.
Oh,
he could take a bath in a your size glass.
Yeah.
Standing up.
so Ashin,
I already put 2 and 2 together.
the men in the infirmary.
Werewolves.
Yes. Same size, depth, everything.
That crate over there is from Lenine. It's full of silvered weapons. You guys are free to take what you need out of it. Lenine said she wanted to see you, Bamir.
Well, I'm sure it's not that important. He'll go over to the crate and rummage around for a short sword.
You find a pair of short swords in there.
Okay. He
We're looking
will
for long swords.
pull out the 2 short swords that he's got stashed in some scabbards and replace them with the silver ones. And set the old ones in the corner.
There's
Unfortunately, there are not any expressly long swords. They're just your standard sword in there.
So like a long sword.
They look like a short sword in my head. Yeah, gotcha.
Hysteria,
Hmm.
I didn't see any silvered weapons in the crate for you. That's fine. You and I are going to go over to the blacksmith. I'm going to get him to make you one.
I don't
wonder
think
if he
she's...
Hmm.
I can take one of these long swords and he could probably work on it and reshape it. Maybe.
I mean,
Melt it down, reforge it.
I'm not likely to be in the front of the battle. However, it wouldn't hurt.
Is there another dagger in there?
I gave the
Yep.
dagger to I gave a dagger to Droop.
Well, if there's another one, she can just have the other dagger and use it if she needs to.
Hmm.
I'm still gonna speak to the blacksmith.
I think magic is still effective against them. Am I wrong?
You would be correct. I do believe
so.
they are a favored enemy of mine. I do have really good knowledge of them.
You see Trixie sit up, like straight out of the snoring. Oh, shit. Oh. My head's ringing. What in the hell was that? Ooh.
Dog.
I'm good. Fast metabolism. Anyway. Whew. So, yeah. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
And Trixie goes to tell you something, but we're going to save that for a little bit later, and we're going to go back to Leif in the tunnel. It's dark.
Okay, I'm just sitting there waiting for the traveler.
You've been waiting.
Yeah.
A decent period of time.
Yeah.
And the traveler just seems to be in this kind of shadow trance. Every time you look over, you just kind of see this kind of almost aura that surrounds the traveler, which in the time that you've been sitting here, you've noticed the aura kind of is growing ever so slowly. And you begin to hear footsteps come down the hall.
Okay, I'm still invisible.
And you hear pounding that started probably a good 15 minutes ago.
Oh.
But it's been increasingly loud every couple minutes with every few bangs. With your invisibility, you see a contingent of maybe 10 or 15 kind of drow-looking soldiers pass by you in the tunnel. And the pounding is getting louder.
Okay, I'll just let him go.
Another few minutes go by. 2 more detachments of drow have passed by. And the sound is growing ever near.
Traveler, I can smell you. I'm close. I know it.
I don't know what you want from me. I'm invisible. I'm just gonna sit here. Well, I can communicate with the traveler telepathically, right? That's been established.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This will be telepathic then.
Okay.
How much longer?
I mean, I'm trying here, Leaf. Like it's a little bit of pressure. I'm usually don't have to like sequester my energy like this. I'm not used to this.
Yep. Can I help?
I don't know, Leaf. I'm trying to focus here. This is really, really hard. She's getting closer every time she bangs, and she gets closer. It freaks me out, man. This is not good.
As you guys are having this talk, you see kind of 2 large of the spider legs kind of reach past the opening where you are and kind of recede back.
I don't know, Leif. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to be able to get us out of here.
Just keep focusing. If anything bad happens, I'll get you out of here.
Leif, I have a bad idea.
Okay.
But I think it's all we got.
Okay.
You have to become the Traveler now.
How?
It's not important how. I'll pour all my energy into you. You're going to go through some really weird head trip, and then you'll be the Traveler.
All right.
This is not how we normally do this. It might royally screw you up.
Well, I mean, I've been screwed up since I fell into the Shadowfell, so it's fine. Let's go.
The Traveler kind of stands up in front of you and grabs both sides of your face with his ethereal hands. As he does, your invisibility drops. All of your magic drains and leaves your body, and you feel paralyzed. As you stare into the Traveler's presence, you begin to see the shadow strip away, and you see a man standing before you. Very kind of grayish skin with piercing purple eyes, dressed in a very nice suit with that lovely hat that we love to hate.
Okay.
It's the first time you've ever been able to see him. And you feel yourself kind of leaving your body as you pass into the Traveler. You feel your essence being sucked away into its body. In a flash, you're looking through the Traveler's eyes at yourself, holding your own head. You begin to feel piercing pain everywhere in your body. And then you rush forward, melding with the Traveler, and you're back in your eyes again. I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Oh, hey, I'm good at those. Yeah, I'm always good at those. 25.
You're able to steady yourself as you drop down to one knee.
Oh,
You no longer hear the Traveler's voice in your head. You are the Traveler. You hear footsteps coming from your only way out. And the spider's legs are beginning to kind of creep into the outcropping of where you are. You need to teleport out of there.
Yeah, no, yep. Can I just go to Phandalin? I just want to go back to Phandalin.
Give me a roll.
What
Just
am
a
I rolling?
straight D20 roll.
All right. $15.
Leif, you feel power rush through your body as you begin to manifest this thought that you no longer want to be here. You want to be back in Phandalin. Your body begins to flood with dark energy, and your body becomes covered, much like you remember the Traveler being. Your body collapses in on itself, becoming a void of nothingness. A very different sensation than when the Traveler has transported you before. I need you to give me a concentration save.
So it's the Constitution again?
Yep.
Okay. 24.
Okay. You feel this pull kind of suck you into a void. When you come out of it, You're floating in a void. You're no longer in the Underdark, but not anywhere you recognize.
Okay.
Everything looks like shadow, but it's not the Shadowfell. You can see various places around you, almost like different gateways and portals around. You can see different places you've already been and places you can only imagine of what they are. But you don't see Phandalin yet.
Where is this?
You draw on the traveler's knowledge. You are in between. It's a gateway to all times, to all places. As the traveler, your options are limitless. Anywhere and everywhere is before you. You begin to be kind of assaulted by memories of everything that has happened from every traveler before, and your body essentially locks up into a kind of a catatonic state while your brain is forced to process all of these things, and you continue floating gently down the corridor. And that's where we leave Leif. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
At least I didn't roll bad.
You rolled great.
Yeah.
If you had rolled
Dude.
badly, you were going to die.
Oh, well then.
Death was an option. I assure you.
Yeah. Luckily you did con saves, which is one of the only 2 saves that sorcerers get.
Thank goodness. Well, that's what we needed.
19, 15, and 18.
Ooh.
Alright, well, there we go.
So
I'm now
Leif
floating a Doctor Who doorway to nowhere.
downloading all previous traveler data.
Yeah. Files are corrupted after last Windows 10 update.
Probably. We're going to need to do a cold boot and turn off and turn it back on again.
Well, so fun fact for the party. The only thing Leif had with him was his component pouch. All of his stuff is still in his room.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. There you go. All of his tea and everything. It's all there.
All of his tea.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're not going to touch any of his stuff.
Oh, well. They'll be staying there for a while then.
So for everyone that joined in the kind of middle and has been following along for a while, Gage is going to be leaving us for a little bit. Got some stuff to do, some stuff to take care of. So the character of Leif is going to be floating in limbo as the traveler, downloading data until such a time that he isn't anymore. And we're not sure when that will be. So
No idea.
This is the last week that we will have Gage with us for a bit, or forever. We don't know.
Who knows? That's the fun.
That is the
I'll
fun.
cry.
It's also the
Oh,
sad.
it's fine.
So
Well,
what
I see
to say?
there's werewolves going on. I mean, I gotta just make a blood hunter whenever I come back. Get them really good checks for Ashin. Together we will slay all of the werewolves.
All of the werewolves.
I'm down with that.
Go from very kind, understanding, well, not everything's bad, to slay everything. Big character change.
Is it a wolf? Kill it. But yeah, so I just wanted to take a minute and just say thank you so much, man, for being a part of this.
Yeah, sure.
When I started this up, well over a year ago now, a year and a half ago at this point, it was something I was very new at, zero experience doing, and all of you were gracious enough to join the game and work with me to get through all of this to get to where we are now. We have been on a fantastic adventure with Leif and crew, and seeing Leif grow from a wide-eyed changeling to a very determined wide-eyed changeling.
Yep.
And it's been a hell of a lot of fun to see Leif grow as a character and to have him be part of the adventure and be part of the Fist and the Sword of Phandalin. So just very much thanks, man. I really, it's been an amazing experience to have you as part of the party. Yeah. And the void will definitely be felt for sure.
Well, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, I feel it.
No pun intended, damn it.
Oh. Well, yeah, thank you for having me. I mean, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to be for. I mean, obviously, if you're going to be keeping Saturdays and Mondays as your 2 sessions, I mean, Saturdays are a pretty easy day for me. Just for now, I'd like to, one, I feel like Leif has ran his course in a good way. And also, I don't know, I just have some Saturdays free for a bit, have this up lurking in the background while doing other things.
No, definitely, man. I'll be very honest. I don't have any plans to fill the slot anytime soon. So, it's definitely one of those things where we'll be continuing on as a party of 4. Yeah. I think that's going to bring its own unique challenges as we move into this next arc.
And if I do come back with a new character, it will definitely be just. I really don't need to know anything because a new character. I don't need to really be filled in on all the things. Just get thrown in there and hope for the best.
Exactly. So the seat will definitely be kept warm for you whenever you want it back for show. Anybody else got anything you want to impart?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun playing with you, man. I hope it's not the last time we get to play D&D together. But I know that I know you'll be around and. So we'll get to hang out again, but it's been fun having you play with us.
I'm glad I've been fun. I always worry that people won't like my characters. So,
well, Leif, no,
that's fair. Leif is definitely on the opposite side of the spectrum. Well, we need
else could talk a manticore out of his teeth.
We need to talk to the dragon. Let's talk to it.
I enjoyed the dynamic of Bamir and Leif going through all of that stuff.
Listen, Asteria helped you talk to that manticore, okay?
It was definitely like Leif and Asteria were on like the spectrum of like, but maybe we can talk to it a bit too. Ashin and Bamir being like, no, it needs to die.
Godu's like, can I hit it?
It's like that moment in Top Gun. I'm bringing him in closer. You want to do what?
Yeah, you want to do what?
And I definitely liked the. I mean, for each individual character with Leif, I can talk on that briefly. Like Bamir helped him understand some things about with people. Like obviously he dropped the charm monster spell because of Bamir, and took the dimension door. Yeah, like harmless pranks are fun, but not at the expense of people's consent and well-being, and he learned that, and that was nice. And obviously he learned from the other party members a lot. Like Asteria got to learn about some of the face stuff. Ashin, people have differences of opinion. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. And Godric's dead, so no. Godric was unfortunate, an unfortunate example of. Leif was going to help him find his family, and that just never got to happen. But
I think that was formative for Leif, though, too.
Oh yeah,
it certainly put him on a path of vengeance, almost, for the studying all the dragons. My God,
all the dragons got studied. Yeah, it was definitely fun.
Yo, Chrono fan, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate that very, very much. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys had a fantastic, I'm assuming, session of whatever you were playing, whether it be D&D or other things. What's up, Scott? Yay! I'll make sure we give you guys a follow back and come say hi.
Thank you for the raid.
We are actually
Strahd. Love it.
Ooh.
I love horror.
Playing Strahd. I got the new book. I got the Ravenloft book with the alt cover. It's pretty. It's a pretty book.
Yeah.
I'll be
He's
excited to be
very
able to do some one shots or some things with some Strahd and some Ravenloft. Faux show. What's up, Kibble?
I'm sorry I don't get to go to the Feywild.
3 raids tonight, so we're passing the level along. I appreciate that. We will also be passing the level along. We wrapped up just slightly before he got here, but our below me here, Leif Gage, it's the last night with us. So we're just kind of saying our goodbyes, reminiscing about the character Leif and all the things that he did, kind of as part of the party, and yeah. It's a pretty neat story. In fact, before all of you that just got here, I'm going to tell a brief tale of Leif.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an adventure in its own right.
Leif, the wonderful wide-eyed changeling, took a trip to the Shadowfell as a young lad. Met someone he was not familiar with, but that helped him get back home, albeit a bit changed. Through his life, Leif felt a bit different from all the other changelings, and adventured and found his way to what was it, Neverwinter? No, it was Waterdeep, right?
No,
Neverwinter.
No.
Yes.
No, he lives in Mirabar.
Mirabar, yes, but then where you guys found and met up to go down to Phandalin was Neverwinter.
Oh.
Yeah, we all met up in Neverwinter.
Yeah, we met up there. Sorry.
So he met up with the rest of the crew in Neverwinter after joining the Zentarum in an effort to kind of find some new things, try some new things out, make some new friends, seek new horizons.
Worst Zentarum member ever.
Wasn't quite sure what the Zentarum was all about, but it was giving him opportunity to go new places, and so that's where he went. That took him on a escort mission of a wagon of goods down to a budding town of Phandalin, where amidst that an adventure began when the patron of said cart and of said mission was kidnapped, and he and the rest of the party embarked on a fantastic journey, leading them all through the Lost Mine of Phandelver adventure, with various ups and downs, to the extent of favorite highlights being in Thunder Tree, where Leif said, "Trust me, we can talk to the Green Dragon."
And we did.
And he did. And it seemed to be going well.
Then they screwed it up.
Until the rest of the party was down in a cottage below the tower talking about killing the dragon. And then the dragon ripped the top off of the cottage and proceeded to try and kill everyone.
Yeah, that was deserved at that point. Can't fault the dragon on that.
And then vowed vengeance to kill Leif.
Yeah.
Later on in life, that dragon would become a friend of sorts.
Yeah.
As they recovered Gundren, their wonderful patron, and brought him back to the city or town of Phandalin and freed the Wave Echo Cave of a horrible drow sorcerer that was trying to ascend to glory. Next, Leif went on a journey with the party to deal with a white dragon that had implanted itself in a local mountain range. That took him all over the place, including back to dealing with the dragon again. Also, another fun highlight, literally talking a manticore out of its teeth.
Yeah.
Leif, being the very compassionate, wide-eyed changeling that he was, wanted to give all creatures a chance to live. Much to the chagrin of other party members like Bamir.
Yeah.
But it's evil, we should kill it! Why don't we talk to it first?
At the end.
And in the end, Leif rose to many occasions, found out that despite starting off as making some kind of a warlock pact, that he really wanted to be a sorcerer, got his body re-magicked by his patron, which turned out to be the Traveler, only to learn that he needed to become the Traveler himself, which he then agreed to.
Yeah.
And in this, his last episode, during a training mission in which Leif got to pick the destination, he decided to go to the Underdark, where Lolth's embodiment in the form of a giant spider decided to chase the traveler in an effort to help, get his power. In which they gave chase, they ran, and the only solution was to do a hasty merge of Leif into the traveler being to become the traveler to escape, which they did, leaving Leif then traveling into this essentially corridor of time and space, getting all of the information from all the past travelers basically uploaded into his brain.
Yep. Leif.exe has stopped working for now.
Leif.exe isn't a permanent Windows update.
I would like to shed a bit of light on the
Buffer
goodest of boys
overflow.
as well.
Oh, the goodest of boys.
The goodest of boys. The Hound of Ill Omen that is simply just a dire wolf with a little bit more temporary hit points that basically almost, soloed a dragon for a quarter of
Almost
its health?
sold a dragon for a quarter of its health, yes.
Gosh.
That damn puppers, he held on for dear life.
And I was talking bad about the Hound of Ill Omen. Never again.
You did.
Yeah,
Never
you did.
again.
It just seems so underwhelming. And then it's just this is what it's meant for. One big creature.
Absolutely.
And then it soloed a dragon.
Then quarter of its health, and then Leif did another quarter. Ashin did another quarter. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was limping
Mir was
away
there.
after all of that. That was awesome.
Yep.
But Mir was there.
Just as
Fair
a question, how much of a wrench would it have thrown in your plans if we'd have killed that dragon then?
So early.
Not as much as you think.
All right.
It would have been interesting.
Another white dragon appears in the lair of the old white dragon. They happen to be twins.
This
No,
one's called Frostbane.
no, I probably
His
would have had
brother.
it been resurrected from the dead by the orc shaman.
Oh, the one that we killed? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that we had just killed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have made another one up, and he would have come and
It's
resurrected
like,
the
yep,
dragon.
here's,
Oh, okay, yep.
here's his brother, the other
I'm
orc
the
shaman.
DM. I can do that. That's how it works.
I love it. Would have been
It
a
was-
Draco Lich.
It would have
Something
been.
I
It would
had
have
pondering.
been. Yeah, it would have been Draco
I
Lich. It would have been fine.
I don't know how much HP that dragon had when he left that fight, but
And not
Not a
much.
lot.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah,
He was not
probably
happy
half.
about it either.
Yeah, a quarter of it.
poor guy.
You have to come back as the necromancer.
Ah, yes, I could come back as the necromancer, the tabaxi necromancer that raises
Hey,
only cats.
friends.
Only cats.
How many of you have never seen player-on-player combat but want to?
You'll have to get through me and my seeming of 6 skeleton cats, and they all look like just big old tabbies.
They're just bones, but they're still so cute.
Yeah, that's my seeming.
It's so good.
Zombie cats.
Yeah,
Zombie cats.
There's a lot
My
that I could do
goodness.
if I come back. We'll see how it goes.
So many times. It's been fun because Leif was definitely the character that went outside the box so often that it threw me for a loop.
Oh god,
And-
there was a box you're supposed to be in?
Yeah.
Oh god, Leif didn't know there was even a box.
Well, I mean,
Remember-
think
remember
about it,
that
right?
first
So the
thing where
first,
we wanted to
Probably a
keep
problem.
things simple for the first time DM.
well, like
and
the
it's
first
no
cave we go
stead.
to in the Lost Men, the
Comes
Goblin
out of the
Cave.
box, multi-classing.
Well, to be fair, the multi-classing was for Knight's own benefit. I explained that to him, like, hey, I mean, with a warlock, you can have a patron. It's something that I
Yeah.
think that you would get like having the experience to play a deity.
I
I
mean,
plan
it
on
was a good time. I have
I
to
plan on
admit.
getting rid of it, and then you didn't get rid of it, and then you made me suffer immeasurable pain.
Yeah, it was
Magic.
fun.
And that's fine.
I mean, it's fine. No, I all of the things that Leif would do were things that were just very creative, because that's the kind of player you are. You like to push things and kind of figure out how you can do different things. And so that was like freaking 2 giant ape polymorph in a small space.
No, let's not talk about that. Like as a player, I know. As a player, I'm like, I know how bad this is.
Created the equivalent of an ape-filled sardine can.
Like as a
Can't
player,
move. They're just like one arm is hitting
I
things
knew
because
how
they
bad
can't
that
move
would
both
be.
of them.
As Leif, though, it's like, oh, this is a new spell I have, and I can do it twice because I'm a sorcerer. 2 apes. Oh god, we are in the smallest space possible. We're in a gnome home.
Look,
We're in
you-
in a gnome little hovel with 8
If you
gnome
had
mimics and then
not done that,
death.
And it actually was the best option.
Well,
It worked.
You say
Kept us
that.
alive.
Well, okay, it saved us from a bunch of mimics that had way too much health and damage.
There were a lot of attacks that missed because they couldn't get line of sight.
Yeah.
That said, even just the first cave, right? We're like becoming the voice of Magoobliet and
Mr.
causing
Googles.
multiple,
your god.
causing one of the
Mr.
poor
Googles.
goblins to fall to his death because he was so shocked that his lord Magoobliet was talking to him, and then 2 others to turn against their current leader to fight against him with you to try and usurp his power.
Yeah.
Anyone that's never played a change, I love changelings first off, but
It's
changelings
fantastic.
have the shape changer ability, which can be used for so many fun social situations. But using it creatively, like changing your actual voice to be a goblin god and then casting the message spell on someone, is very confusing for them.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the craziest part about Leif is that he would roll so badly.
Yeah.
He would just roll horrible rolls
So
that's me.
until he came up with the most harebrained of schemes.
Yeah.
Like, let's try and talk this manticore out of the very things that he uses to feed himself. And all of a sudden,
+9 to persuasion.
godlike rolls come through.
I mean,
and
even,
basically the Manticore would have given him the firstborn child if he'd asked for it.
I mean,
And
cake or death. Cake.
Fortunately, only just
Right.
got the teeth out of him. But you know, all of a sudden, we're fighting a band of goblins, and boom, we're able to disguise the voice of the god of goblins. It's just, it was amazing.
and, I mean, I roll really bad in general.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my characters tend to roll really well on really important things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I didn't die tonight.
It's 2 very good rolls.
And Asteria just rolls horrible on initiative.
Yep.
The dice
It's
know.
just, it was always entertaining.
Well, time to bring the most boring character next time, then.
So you're gonna bring a fighter?
I am Miros.
Oh, come on.
Oh, is it
I
dead?
joke. Oh, I like that.
Miros is fantastic. He's a
I love
fan
Miros.
favorite.
Miros is great. Being obsessed with death is always a fun character trait sometimes.
Like,
Always a fun character trait sometimes. Yep. Perfect.
60% of the time, it's great all the time.
Are they dead?
Uh,
Still alive. How disappointing.
Yeah. You think you would have been a necromancer at that point?
He's a great player.
I mean,
great
it
point.
is. It is a thing.
I mean, clerics are just necromancers. They just bring them things to life, not death.
We just work earlier in the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, decay? We don't want to get to that point yet.
Stabilize. It's awesome.
Did
Well-
you see a light? Tell me about it.
Well, that said, like I said, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap. But it's been, like I said, it's been fantastic having Leif as a character. It's created so many absolutely insanely wonderful moments, and it certainly has been a lot of fun. You were absolutely right. It's been a ton of fun being able to have a patron, to be able to then use that patron as a deity, to go through a whole crazy transformation of the character into the traveler, into a god.
Yeah. It's been fun.
It's been a
I'll
lot
make
of
sure
fun.
that the next character I bring does have Arcane Hand, just so I can choke out more dragons for you.
Thanks. Appreciate that. So,
Hey, if she's into it.
we need to go find somebody to pass the love on to ourselves, because that's how we roll. When you get the love, you got to pass the love. Let's see who we got. Most people are off at this point, unfortunately. Robert is on rerun mode already. Who else we got? Show me D&D.
No D&D for you.
Please, D&D.
Oh gosh, I became a traveler with like a 10K tattoo on my body. Not getting the refund on that
you did
one.
have something else with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the tattoos on my body, yeah. Those are expensive.
All right, we're gonna go and raid these people. It says literal first experience with D&D. We gotta show the love. We gotta show the love and welcome these people into the D&D fam. So, I am going to grab this name and we're gonna go do it. We gotta get more people into the hobby. Let them know the magic. I'm starting the raid. I hope you guys will come with me and go have fun. This is Jay Loxer. It says first literal time with D&D. So let's go make this a memorable first for them. And I will see you guys on Monday night. We're right back here, same time, same place. And tomorrow night, I'll be streaming over on Trovo. Yo, Dorktales! Ah, that's right! Dorktales, we're going to J Loxer. J_Loxer. So let's go do this. Let's go do this. Their first literal time playing D&D. Let's give them an insane amount of love. It'll be amazing. But I love your faces, guys. You don't follow Dorktales from Chrono Fan. You should do the thing. They're amazing people. Do amazing things. It's wonderful. Go. Do the things. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Raid. All right, the raid has been